Pink Fohawk is a crass, vulgar, violent, raunchy podcast that is meant for immature adult audiences only. Content warning is available in the description.
Welcome to Pink Fohawk, everybody. This is Actual Play Podcast at the Shadowrun Universe. I am Ben, your GM. I'm here with Dan.
Heyo.
And Chris.
Hello.
And a special guest tonight, Justin.
Hi, everybody.
Justin!
This is a podcast?
This is a podcast, and you're on it, buddy.
You fell into our trap.
Nah.
Justin's like Chris Farley on that Japanese game show. He's like, am I on a podcast? Like, we're so sloppy and unprofessional.
Right. I just signed into Discord. Now I'm on this podcast, I guess.
I guess.
But you guys with beards gave me a call?
See, Justin and I work together. Mm-hmm. He's one of the best DMs I've ever played with.
Mixing business and pleasure.
Played some D&D for several years when COVID hit. So
Yeah.
Good D&D games.
we played Labyrinth Lord and some
Sweet.
some 5e.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is all we do. We branch out by going with either a lifelong friend or a work friend.
There are no other options. I mean, we're adult men. It's just how it works.
That's how you find chemistry. He was your work wife, and Chris is my work wife.
We have spent a lot of time alone together.
Which one was the wife between you guys?
Don't start this, okay, Dan?
Did you guys consider each other work wives, or was one the husband, or was it just kind of like...
Good question.
I think we alternated top and bottom.
Gender bender, yeah. That was my answer, too.
Yeah. I was going to see if you guys do some intros for me. We'll start with our usual cast, and Justin will go in with your new character as well.
I'm Chris, and I play John Anderson. He's a yuppie businessman, and he used to have a whole long intro, but you know what? Now he's just John Anderson. If you don't know him by now, then what the hell are you doing listening to this episode?
Why are you listening to episode 21?
That's the best John description intro we've ever had.
Go back, listen to the last episode. Fuck you.
Yeah. John Anderson, you know who I am, and if you don't, fuck you.
And he doesn't even know who he is anymore. I don't know who John Anderson is. You know just as much as I do. I'm like attacking the audience.
If you don't know who I am, join my self-help group and give me all of your bank account information.
From my fast forwarding of the podcast, he's the magician of the group, right?
That's right. He's the magic lord.
He's the Labyrinth Lord.
God, magic.
How about you, Tina?
Hey, Shadowpunks. My name's Dan. I play Tina Bonemeal. Just mounting a meaty troll muscle out here looking for a friend, cracking skulls and crushing balls.
I think it's funny if you're like, cracking skulls and sucking balls. And we're like, wait. What happened? Wait.
Snuck that right in there.
Just a little different.
Yeah.
You know,
Character arc.
whatever you pay for, you know.
How about you, Justin? Cue us in on who you're playing.
Yeah, who are you, man?
So I am playing Sosu Twig.
Oh, you're Sosu.
Sosu Twig is a mid-tier decker.
Okay.
He's a Shadowrunner on the side. His day job is working at Goop for Less.
Goop for less?
Love it.
Is that a spinoff from Fizzy Goo?
Yeah, it's like a bodega where you go in and you can just get cups of algae and krill with various flavorings. It's just a front for an illegal beetle rental company.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, you and Tina are about to get close.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Maybe they already have.
I like that. Oh,
What do we
maybe.
know?
Oh, that'd be cool. All right, got it.
It's got the best beetles in all of Seattle.
Ooh.
You come in, you say the right word, Sosu will let you in the back, and you can rent his beetles. He works there not because he's getting paid to. He owes the mob a lot of money.
Oh, shit.
Damn. I think it's funny if Tina gets like strung out with Sosu's beetles and John has to like fucking...
Is this Sosu's business? Like, are you the business owner or do you just work there?
Sosu just works there. He ran up a lot of debt getting addicted to SimSense relationships.
Oh.
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
So just like dating, he would do the SimSense of each member of the couple or the throuple or whatever.
Oh,
he was. He'd do each member. Each one cost money. He'd pay these synth streamers to like go
like-
eat strawberry ice cream at the bay, and
He
just
got too deep into OnlyFans and he just kept going.
Like that Conan O'Brien episode where he hires the whole Japanese family to be his family. Have you seen that?
That's awesome.
That is exactly it. He
weird.
ends up borrowing a bunch of money from the mob to pay for this habit.
Shit. Yeah.
Well, he can't pay it back. So the mob, they know he's a decker.
So he's into SimSense, but not into Beatles,
Beetles are like
right?
SimSense that don't have the regulators on them.
Right.
I like how Justin already knows more about the game. We're like,
He's
really?
studious. He's studious, man.
I bet he's read the whole 350-page book already.
Yeah.
Like,
I did not. I got halfway through Matrix, and I'm like, nope, Ben's going to tell me how to do this.
Ben's like also like, Justin, tell me more. Like Ben's taking notes too. He has no fucking idea what's going on.
Can you tell me which half you read? Because maybe this will work out. Maybe this is going to work out. It might be bad.
I opened to the magic section, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, there's a lot.
so is Sosu? What race is Sosu? Is he?
Oh, you had to ask.
I gotta know what I'm working with here, man.
Wow.
I gotta know what's
Wow.
safe and what isn't. Gotta know what jokes to crack.
But no, please tell us.
You'll be able to stare at his ears because he is an elf.
Oh, okay. all right,
Alvin
all right.
Decker.
That motherfucker. I knew I didn't like him.
John, but here's the thing, Chris. You will appreciate this, and our fans will too. Justin took the Elvin Decker archetype. So we have two archetypes running with us right now.
Fuck yeah. You know what? I'm glad I'm not the only one who does that. Sometimes it's just easier. It's like the character is what matters, unless you're a techie.
I love the archetypes. I love the archetypes, and I'm always being an advocate for them. Always.
Although, didn't you say that some of the pre-made characters are kind of broken?
That's sort of the taint that they have on them, is that they're not like, they actually aren't.
The grundle, if you will.
Yes. That's the space between the asshole and the scrotum on this whole situation.
Right. Just to put a fine point on it.
Yeah.
The sweet spot. Yeah.
But they're
anyway,
a little bit weird, but yeah.
They're not legal by the numbers. Like they basically.
Which is so funny that they were that sloppy.
Well, so I asked Tom Dowd to his face when we were in our book
shit.
club, and his answer was awesome. He was like, those archetypes were built when we were still figuring out the system. So they probably were legal, but we revised the book. And this isn't like fucking 1991 where it cost money. We were a brand new company to reprint them. So we just didn't.
Wow.
Oh.
And I was like, that's a good answer.
Well,
Like,
that's a
there was
good
no
shadow
excuse for
fact.
that.
That's a good DM shadow fact right there.
So there's your answer.
Cool.
Thank you, Justin. Oh, there's probably
Thank
more.
you.
Did you have more?
Oh, they had him start working at Goop for Less. He sits up front. He doesn't give a shit about the Goop for Less part of the job.
Right.
He primarily finds new beetles to add to the collection and helps them track down people who have late fees on their
shit.
original beetles.
I love that.
Dude.
I also love the rental.
The late rental guy.
Like
Yeah.
Beatles, that's almost like fucking crack. But what I love about it is like, it's like, no, bring that back when you're done with it. We're that cheap. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and you're sticking it into your body. It's like a porn video cassette. It's
Yeah.
like, somebody else has whacked off and then touched it.
Exactly. It's a porn video store. It's like, wipe it off when you're done with it. We got other customers over here.
Let me ask you this, and I don't want to go too deep because are Beatles like illegal
Yes.
in the world? Okay, so they
Highly.
are. So it's like an illegal drug. Oh, okay.
Yes.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I just
so-
kind of figured like everything goes in 2053 Seattle, but I guess that's illegal. That's why it's a speakeasy part of the store, right?
Yeah, so like a legal SimSense has like a regulator on it, so you can't feel over a certain amount.
Fuck.
But a beetle doesn't have regulation. They can pump it up as much as they want.
And it becomes highly addictive.
I guess Tina should know that, but I'm glad that we have a second DM now in this game that can explain everything to us about
like,
Shadowrun. That's awesome, dude. Good homework. Little golf
Yes.
clap, little golf clap.
I'm very
Right.
proud.
Little golf clap. That's perfect.
I'm excited. I'm playing Shadowrun with someone that understands Shadowrun. It's amazing.
All right.
Wait till we get to rolling dice, and I'm gonna be like, Ben, I have no idea what's going on.
No, it's okay. Nobody does.
Nobody does.
And just so you know, Dan, like, you don't have to worry. Like, you're right. It's a desolate dystopian future. They're not going to go out and fucking wrangle up Beetle users. It is illegal though, but it's like whatever.
Nova Coke is perfectly legal.
Nova Coke is just like regular Coke, where it's like you're rich, so you're good.
Yeah, true. That's true.
You got shadow facts for me, guys?
Okay, I got one. So the last few episodes, John decided to delve into his childhood, and so I figured I'd go a little bit deeper into Tina's childhood. So you guys know Tina was basically taken away from Hoodoo Ranch, and then she was put into like foster care. Now, the reason she has arcade games, she got into them, is because she's a troll and her hands are too fucking big. When she was put in a home with humans, the kids had original NES and those little tiny controllers, and she could never play with them.
Horrible hand-me-down old
So
tech.
her whole childhood was like being voyeuristic, and she used to watch the other kids play like Super Mario and Duck Hunt and The Legend of Zelda, but she actually fucking loved it. She loved watching other people play video games, and that's like her favorite pastime from her childhood.
That's amazing.
So tragic. Tina's so tragic.
Yeah, no, it's very tragic, but
I don't want to like nerd out here, but there was an arcade stick for the NES.
Oh
You
yeah.
should shut the fuck up, all right?
So I think watching people play games is like a gateway drug into Beatles.
See, that's what happened.
Thank you for bringing it full circle.
She likes to watch. All right, you know what? I am going to go for the first stupid thought that popped into my head for my shadow fact because it just made me laugh, and it probably won't make anybody else laugh, but I was just thinking John was back at his uncle's house, and he had these weird childhood memories that came up.
Okay.
And one of his weird memories was he was staying at his uncle's, and Fawn was getting out of the shower, and those were the first pair of boobs that he ever saw as a teenager.
Yes! Yes! Thank you!
And it's always been awkward ever since. Just a little awkward.
I am bowing down to the ultimate shadow. That is the ultimate shadow fact.
That's a good one.
That is the kind of character development I like.
Everybody remembers her first pair.
Meaningless.
It sounded like Fawn is like Uncle Bert's new girlfriend / wife, but not John's actual aunt, right? Like a step aunt kind of a character, right? Because that's what it
Well,
seemed.
I mean, isn't every aunt like
John saw his first boobs this last visit.
Yep, he just did.
or he thought it was Fawn, but it was just an old girlfriend. Like he just can't remember. He can't remember. He's like, is that the chick's boobs I saw?
The boobs that got away.
What if Bert like was banging her back in the day, like 30 years ago, and now he's back to her, but he forgot that he had already fucked her a long time ago.
Oh, that's sweet.
That is sweet.
So many possibilities, really.
Choose your own adventure, fans. Here we go.
There you go. Well, thank you guys. This is an excellent intro and everything.
And we'll see you next time for the next episode. That was it. That's all the time we have for tonight.
You're welcome. Yeah. Are we just about done? Okay, good night, Justin.
Yeah, thanks, Justin, for all that.
It was fun.
Thank you for that Lord Dump. Lord Dump. I love when people call it Lord Dump. That's just so gross sounding.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Lord Dump.
How about I get you guys started into this world?
Let's do it.
Last session, Tina and John met with Leah Bradshaw. They met with Leah Bear to discuss some new information concerning the status of her missing brother, Thorbur. Leah had outsourced to Decker to dig up as much info as possible about his whereabouts and learned that he had started a company called Kickchip, a company devoted to creating a cure for beetle addiction. Interesting now to know your backstory.
Interesting.
Didn't expect that to match at all. A conflict of interest here.
Money's money.
She also learned, unfortunately, that the building had been attacked a week ago and that the Yakuza had taken credit for it. It was reported that there were no survivors.
Right.
Tina and John went out to scout the location and were able to get the jump on a few Yakuza soldiers returning to retrieve a chip that had been hidden somewhere inside the office.
Born a jump.
You were both able to make quick work of the Yaks and also survived your first spirit encounter.
I went with the Force on that one.
You did.
It felt right.
Don't trust your eyes. They can deceive you. So that's where we left off. You guys had just retrieved this chip from the Yaks.
Right.
You guys were discussing what to do with the chip. Tina almost slotted it.
You fucking baited me, too. You were like, hey, by the way, Tina, you've got a jack in your head. You might as well slot it.
I think it's funny if I also, like, You fucking beetle chip slut. What are you fucking doing? You fucking junkie. You fucking junkie.
Take a look at yourself.
What are you thinking, Tina?
Look at yourself.
You're just gonna stick that in your fucking head?
I was like, yeah, good call, John. You're the brains of the operation. Let's go back and get this analyzed. So I think like our next move is obviously.
I love how John's the brains of the operation.
You are, man.
Because we're both so fucking stupid.
You are.
Oh my god.
We were probably gonna hop back in the John Mobile and go find somebody to take a look at. I think the obvious choice is we'd take it back to Leia.
We're in the Tina Mobile, no?
I love how John just will not accept this
Won't
van.
accept the gifts. No, I won't. I won't.
It's got like John on the license plate. He's like, let's get in your van, Tina. Let's
Every time it kills Tina a little bit.
Oh, it should be called JT. We need another T to make it JTT on the license plate.
JTT.
There's like a poster of him on the fucking inside. Or like a velour poster.
It says JT.
JT.
And then we can Sharpie one in pink later on if we find another T. That's suitable.
Perfect.
Let's jump in the car and have John call up
Landline?
Leia Bear and then see where she directs us for
I think
like
you
how to
should
look
call
at this
Leia
thing.
Bear, to be honest with you. I'm just driving. Yeah, of course.
All right, so we're in
Oh
the
my
John
God.
Mobile.
You should be chomping at the bit always to be talking to Leia Bear.
Tina is just sitting in the back of the John Mobile with her big fucking massive paw in front of her. She's got this chip in her hand, and she's just fucking staring at it like this tiny little. Is it a beetle? It's a Simpsons. What is it, Ben? Is it?
It looks kind of like a beetle to you.
Yeah.
It looks like a Simpsons chip, but it looks like a prototype. It doesn't look like anything that's on the market. It also doesn't look cheap and like dangerous like a beetle kind of does. Yeah. Almost like if you just looked like a programmer's desk in like the 80s and found like a floppy disk with like a marker written on it. Like it looks like that,
Okay.
Got some masking tape on it.
Don't you dare think about slotting that, Tina.
You slot.
Don't you dare slot that.
Tina's looking at this chip in her big fucking massive troll hand, and it says Proto on it, like scribbled on in Sharpie on some masking tape.
Mm-hmm.
You call landline. You call her.
John, I don't know if I should.
Oh, man. I know the face of addiction. You better call her now before you decide to stick that thing anywhere you please.
Well, she doesn't answer, John.
If she doesn't answer, then we'll go to Bert's.
All right, so Tina's gonna roll the dice here, and she might actually have to roll some dice because I don't know if
Willpower. Fuck it. Dan always goes, maybe I should do this thing. And I'm like, yes. And then you're like, fuck you.
I think it's funny if I have to stop the car because you fucking fail your roll.
Tina's gonna dial up Leia Bear right now.
I'm imagining Tina like looking at Leia's number on the phone, just like, like doing like her fucking actor voice. Like,
Yeah,
Like, hi, hello.
Can I say the John Mobile has like an old, like, you guys remember those phones from the 90s that were like, they were just red lips?
What?
Yep.
They were like an upper lip and a lower, they were like the kissy face lips
I do. Yeah. Like a Rolling Stones.
for like teenage girls in the 90s. I think
even
that
know.
is in the John Mobile in the back next to the wet bar on like a spiral like cord that's plugged into the wall, you know? She's
That's
going to
awesome.
dial up the last known number she had for Leia Bear.
Wait a minute, hang on. This is Tina's phone from back in the day that she got fitted into the van.
No, she just decided to go out and buy one and put it in the van because she always
Okay.
wanted one. She never had one.
Is this my van or your van?
Dude, it's in the back. It's in the back. And she can like make it go over speakerphone of the whole van. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you
You
Okay.
can dial up Leia.
Hey, John.
Oh, because it is my van.
I'm sorry. It isn't John. Would you like to speak to... So this is Tina. But it's not John.
Oh, yeah, I could tell. Is everything okay? Are you guys all right?
Yeah, we got the drop on some Yakuzas back at the Kick Chip office. And some shit went down, but we're okay. We're okay, and we've got a lead.
That's what did you find? Was it what did it look like?
Well, we've got a chip here that says Proto, and I'm not sure what it is, but the Yakuza were looking for it. And we thought maybe we should go have it analyzed, and I thought maybe you could give us a lead on where we might be able to do that. You're a decker, so...
Okay. Yeah. How about you meet me back here at the mainframe? I can bring someone in that can help, I think.
Okay, we can do that. Hey, how you doing?
By the way, Justin, half of our episode is a soap opera that one of us has to sit back and just listen to.
I'm just soaking in Dan's voice right now to try to get used to the Tina.
Yeah.
And you get to see Ben get emotional.
Yeah.
And be like, Tina.
Hey, hang it in there.
I just need to find out what's going on.
Yeah, no, I know, me too. That's why I'm coming back to the mainframe with this chip.
Yeah, we're hurrying.
You know what? We'll see you there. I think we could be there about 45 minutes.
Okay. See you then. Thanks, Tina.
You're welcome.
Tina,
Yeah, John.
did she sound not super surprised?
I don't know.
Can I roll a perception or something? I feel like I detected she wasn't super surprised at what we found. She didn't seem super psyched.
Yeah, roll intelligence.
Roll those 3 dice.
We'll do target number 4.
0 successes.
Dang.
She acts like a badass, but this is something obviously that's kind of a little more personal to her.
So I didn't detect anything.
You're kind of reading it more like she's just kind of not sure how to handle all this.
Got it.
Okay.
I'm still at my suspicions.
All right, so we're going to switch over to Sosu. So Justin, where do you think Sosu would be right now? I mean,
Is it nighttime or daytime?
so let's say it's like 11 p.m.
Sosu would be in his apartment above Goop for Less.
Okay, nice.
He would be sprawled out on the mattress that's on the floor, putting in relationship sim senses.
This poor bastard. He's so sad.
Poor, sad, indentured servant.
What relationship is he currently partaking in?
Right now, it's this lovely man named Rory and his boyfriend, Timothy.
What?
Really?
Is this our Rory?
It's not Rory. It's,
I thought
it's
you were dropping bombs here.
no, it's an elven man named Rory.
It's Pink Fohawk erotic fan fiction.
I was like, can we please find a way to make it the actual Rory at some point?
Right now, the two of them are just walking down a beach talking about their plans for the future.
Okay.
Oh, that's
so
beautiful.
sweet.
That's so wholesome.
Yeah, that's wholesome.
Really softcore shit there.
We haven't
yeah.
gotten to the tentacle part of the fanfic yet.
Not yet. Yeah, the beach has tentacles.
That's some good 1995 Cinemax porn right there. Yeah.
Does Sosu get disappointed when there's no fucking graphic porn in it?
Oh no, he's in it for the story.
He wants
Okay.
the good stuff. Yeah. He wants that slow burn.
I don't believe that.
These are emotional sim
Yeah.
senses, so they're not just the physical world. He's also getting pumped with the chemicals from the feelings of love.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's some true sadness here. True sadness.
No, it's great. He's getting to feel it all. He's just having to pay for it.
No, I'm just saying he needs it. He needs basic human connection.
Sosu wants that 17 chapters of slow burn.
There's what's so many things sad about this guy, but the fact that he works at a Goop for Less. 1, 2, which I feel like is like an undercutting of Fizzy Goo. It's like the cheap version of Fizzy Goo. Then there's the fact that he actually owes the mob, so he's doing this illegal operation for the mob he has to do or they'll fucking kill him. And then he can't even get away because he lives above the place.
Yeah.
And they're charging him triple for his fucking Simpsons. Yeah.
Right.
He's living the life. He's got a mattress. He's got his relationship sim senses. He feels the love when he puts these in.
He feels complete.
Yes.
Oh, that's so wild. Oh, that's so wild. Okay.
Only thing that's really disappointing is when he does one sim sense from one person in the couple and feels all that love, and then he puts in the sim sense for the other person in the couple.
Oh, no.
And realizes they're going to break up.
Oh, no.
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
that's the only real sadness in his life right now.
He plays both roles.
I love it.
Fuck, dude.
Like you said, so sad. Tragic.
So, Sue, you get a call from Millie. Your phone starts ringing while you're in the middle of your art.
Fuck. Pops it out and he's like, soon, Timothy. Nothing too great. It's pretty cheap one because it's strictly PG-13.
Got it.
Yeah.
How old is Timothy?
Yeah, how old is Timothy?
Dare I ask?
Let's do a side podcast. I want to explore the beach with these guys.
They were in their mid-40s.
Okay.
Okay, so it's age appropriate. Timothy isn't a 13-year-old boy, and he's in his Sosu's in his mid-40s.
No. enjoys relationships that are around the same age as him.
Okay, just checking.
We're making Justin explain it. He's like, no. Timothy is wise beyond his years.
It's consensual. It's all consensual and legal.
He is a successful lawyer.
Yeah, he reads at a post-collegiate level.
Yes.
Carry on.
I love it. You hear Millie go,
Hey, Sosu. Is it Sosu? Is this a good time? Is this a good time? Am I bothering anything?
What the fuck do you want, Millie?
I just want to let you know my client, she's very pleased so far. She's obviously in a delicate state right now, but she's very pleased with how you're doing. I'm very happy with you too. I'm very happy with the fact that I've got a deck under my. I just want to make sure you're happy because decas are very hard to get in this, these days, and so just want to make sure that you're feeling good and part of this crew. And speaking of which, if you can just come on over to the mainframe at your earliest convenience, but soon, we're having our team that's on the ground come in, and my client Leah, she's she'd like to try to get everyone together to try and to exchange the information they've gathered.
Millie, are you talking about an analog conversation?
Millie sits for a second. He's not really sure what that word means, and he's just like,
it's definitely yes, whatever. If you want it to be, yes, it's that. You come in and you talk to my friends.
What am I getting paid for this?
Well, you have to work that out with Leah. I'm not paying. I'm the fixer. You understand how this works. Maybe you don't understand.
I get paid minimum wage to talk to people. That's what I do. I get paid minimum wage to talk to people.
Minimum wage, you're speaking my language. We can make something work, trust me. Come on in. Come on down. We'll figure something out. I can give you a free drink at the bar as well.
What a free drink.
Millie, you know I don't do analog drinks.
Analog drinks.
We can figure out a way to get you a nice bagel chip.
No, it's fine. I've got a very good margarita from Casa Bonita. It's amazing. I should let you borrow it sometime.
Okay, my bar's not really BYOB, but I'll allow it. Come on.
No, it's a chip.
Don't worry.
All right, yeah, come on over whenever you're able to do it.
Sosu clicks off of the call. He gets up. He puts his pants back on.
He was in bed. He was relaxing.
He mentioned a mattress.
I'm like, so there wasn't totally PG-13.
I'm barely wearing pants right now.
Did he cut a hole in the mattress? Is that how he listens to these
He
things?
heads back downstairs, goes to the shipping container in the alley behind the Goop for Less, opens it up, hops onto his White Eagle.
Fuck yeah.
What the fuck is
motorcycle.
that?
Sweet.
Fucking revs that engine up.
That's a racer.
Takes off.
Fuck,
goes
dude.
flying over to Millie's.
Feeling so alive.
I love the homework. You said White Eagle?
White Eagle.
He's riding the White Eagle.
I like another biker.
Yeah,
We're a
man.
fucking biker gang now, guys. We got bikes up the fucking ass.
Well, you have a scooter. It's not quite the same.
Yeah, you shut the fuck up, man. Tina's scoot.
Apparently, it's been able to keep up with John's rapier for some reason in all of our episodes.
We haven't raced him yet.
You guys pull in at about the exact same time. You get your White Eagle pulls up right when this fucking massive fucking sick van, and I can't remember exactly what the model was, Dan. What was the
It's
model
a
of that
1979 Ford Club Wagon Deluxe.
Fucking Deluxe. It's such a, I don't even know what that is, but that is such a sick name.
That is the stock name. It's a V8 4x4 manual transmission, restored 1979 Ford Club Wagon Deluxe.
Shit.
This thing rumbles up, right? But like as you're getting off your White Eagle, the ground starts to tremor as this fucking van rolls up and parks right beside you.
Sosu just kind of sneers a little bit, hops off his motorcycle and starts walking in.
Tina pops the gold wing door on that Club Wagon Deluxe, swings her legs out and pops her back, stretches out a little bit, and keeps that kick chip real nice and safe in her palm. She's not putting it in a pocket. It's in her fucking big giant troll fist, and she's got it protected in there.
Nice.
And she doesn't know who Sosu is, so she sees this elf getting off a bike near them, but she just go ahead and walks straight for the mainframe doors.
Sweet.
My description I have written down is legless but middle-aged and kind of greasy.
You said legless?
Yeah, did you say-
Legolas.
Legolas.
Oh, I thought you said
okay.
legless.
I thought you said legless for a second too.
like he's like hovering,
It
like
gets
he has
so-
I was
like
like, damn. Damn, I was like, he's like atrophied from like just inactivity.
Yeah, he's pulling himself on the
You
ground.
would have like prosthetic legs, but they're missing, and he hovers. Like that'd be fucking rad, dude.
Yeah, he's Legolas. But he's middle-aged and greasy.
Okay.
Perfect.
Awesome. Legolas, but middle-aged and greasy.
Tina's walking towards the mainframe doors, and she sees like a middle-aged Legolas-looking type of a character just kind of coming towards the door at her. So,
After you.
Tina loves new customers because, you know, she barbacks and she doesn't get to make new drinks very often. So
Come on in.
Sosu doesn't even look up at Tina and just goes in.
You push through these broken double automatic doors that are broken. You push them like fucking. Walk in. The bar's hopping for mainframe. Millie's there, and so's Leah. That's it. But the bass is bumping.
and Millie's niece working the pole. Yeah.
Yeah, niece working the pole in the pole dance room.
Tina always goes and drops 5 nuyen in the stripper's G-string every time
From
she
one
comes in.
sex worker to another.
Yep, absolutely. It's just like, hey, I appreciate you.
Yeah, I see you.
Yeah.
She looks down and goes, "Thanks, Tina."
You're welcome.
Oh, that's so funny to me. Okay, so Millie's like, "Oh, there they are. Okay. Look, Leah, right? You need the private room, or is this all right?" I think we need to go talk to we need to go up to the terminal.
The terminal.
And Millie's like, "All right, right this way." And you guys didn't even realize, Tina, you didn't even know about this.
No, I want to say Tina didn't even know what it is. Yeah.
You bar back a lot here.
Yeah.
He walks back past the secure room that you guys had your last thing in.
Yeah.
It's got like different, band posters on, like punk band posters on the wall, whatever.
Yeah.
And he like pushes his fingers into these 2 little holes and slides this wood panel.
Tina put up a Yonker Pile poster on the wall too, but Millie hadn't seen it yet. They walk right by it.
He sticks his hand into a glory hole.
Yeah. Tina covered this opening. He's trying to open. He like rips it down. Her fucking band post, doesn't even realize it's her thing, and opens this secret door that leads to a stairway that goes up to the 2nd level.
Damn, Millie.
Fuck! There's a secret stairwell?
Now, Sosu, you actually know about this.
Yep.
Follow me. And he walks up, and there's like caution tape all over, and he kind of just pulls it all down and lets you guys step over it. And you walk into this room that is decked out with a fucking cyber terminal, and
What?
No pun intended.
it's a fucking sweet hacker room.
What?
Fuck. The mainframe.
In the mainframe? Because it's called the mainframe.
The main
Yeah.
Sosu doesn't even hesitate. He just walks in and sits down on one of the chairs.
Wait. Did you say that Sosu's been here before or has not?
Millie is he's been trying to build a runner team.
He's trying to build it out. Yeah. Okay.
Now he's got this decker.
It's his bat cave.
And he's outfitted this guy. He's probably put a lot of money into this, too.
I was going
It's
to
not-
say, he's putting everything into this.
Yeah, it's a lot of... He's risking everything.
John's going to be like, what the fuck, Millie? Like, no wonder you drive such a shitty car.
All right, you have everything. Sosu, you got everything you need? You need anything from me? Oh, I'll get that free drink for you. He's like, Zima or beer?
He flips his deck onto his lap and pulls out a chip and pops it in.
You drink.
His eyes roll into the back of his head for a little bit,
Zima or beer?
and he just kind of sits there quietly.
You need me to leave you alone for a moment?
He shakes a little bit, pops the chip back out, and he goes like, "I'm good. I had my margarita."
Fucking elves.
Does he want a beer or Zima?
He does this sometimes. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to leave him alone. How about that?
Okay.
You guys deal with him.
Millie, I'll have a beer. I'll have a beer, Millie.
Millie doesn't even listen to John. He just goes down the stairs. He's like, I'm done with you guys deal with him. I don't know. And he walks down the stairs. And John, it's like, and for a moment, he's all focused on Sosu. He used to be
Yeah, exactly.
the shiny runner in his stable.
Yeah.
And now there's this guy, and he just kind of walks
No,
past
I
you.
felt that. John felt that. He's like, where all these dollars are going into this fancy room? Like, where the fuck's my beer? What's going on here?
I was wondering, like, when you asked for a beer, I'm like, John's never asked for a beer here, ever. Leah looks around and she says, okay, so we're all here. John and Tina, do you want to... Sorry, I wasn't really paying much attention when you were on the phone with me, but did you find something?
Yeah, you want to tell her about it, John?
Me?
Is he dead? Did you find out if he died? Did you find anything out about my brother?
Well, we found this chip. I don't know what it is.
He wasn't there.
Tina's the expert on these chips.
Sosu perks up at the talk of chips and starts looking around. He goes, "What chip?"
Tina looks over to Sosu and she's just like,
This one.
And she reaches out her big fucking troll arm and uncurls her fingers, and you can see the Simpsons chip that's got a piece of tan masking tape around it, and it says Proto on it in black Sharpie.
Sosu starts reaching out for it.
Tina lets him take it.
You know, I think it's funny if John's just like sitting back in the corner now, like
watching, like 1 foot out the door.
just waiting to see what happens. I'm this isn't my thing.
Things are starting to click for Tina all of a sudden, because John talked some sense into her last episode and was like, don't fucking slot that thing. And she says to Sosu as he takes it, she says,
Don't put that in your head.
and then she awkwardly looks over to Leah Bear because she realizes John was referencing Leah Bear and Leia's fucking charred data jack. Now she feels awkward about Leia, and she looks back at John for some sort of guidance here.
Oh, and John's been trying.
Back to John.
John's awkward about it because he doesn't want to call her out for the burnt ship. Like John's, that's why he's acting so weird. He wants to see like what's gonna go down here.
Right, John? Right? You said don't put that in my head. You said don't slot that. Are you fucking crazy? You're
the fuck
fucking
up.
loose cannon.
Shut
You're
the
some
fuck up,
kind of
Tina.
lethal
Shut
fucking
the fuck
weapon.
up, Tina.
Sosu's eyes are just huge right now. He's looking back and forth between the two of you. He looks over at Leia and he goes, "What's happening?"
And her eyes are just as big, and she's like, I don't know. Is there something we need to know? What are you two talking about?
Look, we just found this chip on the ground. I don't know what the fuck Tina's bitching about over here.
We don't know where it's been. We don't know where it's been.
Oh, as if you care. As if you care. You were about to stick that thing in your head.
Fine, I will stick it in my fucking head. Give me the chip.
No, don't touch it. Landline, what's up with that? What's up with that bird on the back of your head, okay?
What?
You heard me.
This? And she points to the charred data jack she has.
Yeah.
I did that to myself.
What?
What?
After the whole thing with my mom and my dad, I was decking, and I started to depend on it. I'm scared. I might have a propensity for getting addicted to shit like that. So I took care of it. Okay?
Oh, that's fucked.
So
She'd have no reason to lie to us here. I was about to roll some perception, but she'd have no reason to lie.
I don't know about that.
I was just getting addicted. I was spending a lot more and more time in it, and I was losing myself. I took care of it.
What's wrong with that?
She looks at Sosu. There's nothing wrong with it if you can handle it. I wasn't strong enough.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
All right, who is this guy?
This is my decker. We hired him. He figured out all the stuff that all the information you guys have worked off of about the kick chip office. He's been researching Thorbur and figuring out all this information for me.
Oh, you're Sosu.
This is Sosu.
Yeah, I'm Sosu. Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are we?
I'm Tina Bone Meal.
John Anderson. Who the fuck are you?
Sosu looks Tina up and down, kind of winces a little bit as he looks at Tina. He looks over at John, and his eyes linger as he looks up and down.
Yeah.
Bet they do. You're damn right they do.
Can we just change this podcast name to Everybody Wants to Fuck John?
Except for Tina.
Except for Tina.
And I'm like, can you maybe try this chip? I'm like flat. John's oddly flattered. Like he's like, maybe tell us what's on here.
Sosu looks at the chip, and he looks over at Leah, and he goes, "Do you have any idea what this is?"
I don't. I didn't even know he had a company. You figured that out for me. So I'm guessing if it's a prototype, it's probably whatever he was working on. If you guys are worried this is going to hurt you, I don't think he would make anything that would hurt people.
Sosu thinks about it for a second. Can I roll a computer?
You may. Roll your computer dice, and we'll do target
just
number.
to see if I knew anything about...
What's your computer skill level?
Yeah, what you got?
6.
Oh, that's pretty fucking
He also
good.
gets to use hacking dice because he has a cyber
Like
dice.
combat
it's
dice?
It's like combat dice. Yep, it's a dice pool. But he doesn't use it for this because he's not hacking.
Is he slotting it, or is he using his computer knowledge of looking at the chip? Is he like...
He's just looking at it.
Just looking at it.
You have computer theory or something, don't you? Do you have like...
Yeah, computer theory is 5.
Oh, then roll your computer theory.
Okay.
5 dice. And we'll do target number 4 because I would say it's...
Okay, so target number 4, what do I count?
anything 4 or higher.
Okay, so I got 3.
You're looking at it, Sosu, you're very familiar with beetles. You know the cheap circuitry in it. You can see where they've made things like cheap micro welds where like it's meant to break so that you have to go back and get more and more and more and buy more
bad
kind of
solder.
shit. Yeah, you can see all that, and that's not present on this. This is actually a really high quality, like commercial level Simpsons looking chip. It's just almost what the original print would look like.
And a part of my research before, I found out that he was trying to make the cure for beetle addiction.
Yes.
He looks at the chip, he frowns a little bit, and goes, "This is a really good chip, guys.
Yeah?
I know some people who probably put this in without thinking about it."
Tina looks at John.
So you're saying you don't want to put this thing in?
Oh no, fuck no, I'm not.
Okay, so you're saying I was right to be suspicious, Tina?
Just
That's what I told you.
just for you guys to feel better. I know some really bad dudes who would be happy to put this in.
Damn.
Can I ask a question? Is there any way to analyze this thing without a human person putting it into their heads?
Yes, but now I love this. I want to get
Who
these.
cares?
I
If
wanna-
he's got
I
some
want-
scumbag we can use just to fucking get our mission done, get it done quickly, let's do it. Come on.
Yeah, let's do that.
What are you screwing
let's
around
do
for?
that.
You always have a conscience, Bo.
Okay, no, yeah, you're
What's
right.
wrong with you?
You're right. Who you got?
He does his subdermal. He calls into
Wait. What's the subdermal?
Subvocal?
Is it subvocal? Is that what it is?
subvocal.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. I
Subvocal.
thought maybe it was something different.
I'm
that
like,
he had to explore.
subvokes. He's got a subvokes.
I'm like, oh yeah, subdermal's way better than subvocal. And I was like,
Yeah, it's the next gen.
Oh, fuck.
He still uses subvoc.
Yeah.
He uses his subvocal to call a repeat customer his named Andy.
Andy.
okay. The phone rings. It's like you can see like the transfer of signal to like an old phone that someone would have, like a flip phone, like a burner flip phone.
Yeah.
And he answers. He's like,
Yeah, Andy here.
Is that Rory?
Hey, Andy.
he's like,
Yeah, fuck you. You know, I'm taking this.
and you grab something and you walks. You can hear like the bell of like a convenience store door open. He's like,
Yeah, this is Andy. What's up?
Hey, Andy, it's Sosu. I just got something real good, bro.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Can you spot me? I don't have a whole lot of.
you're right. It sounded like a lot like Rory.
Yeah.
Can you spot me? I did all.
It sounds even more like Rory.
Can you spot me? I could use a hat right now.
Oh, hey, man. So this is one of those ones that I call you about when we don't really know what's on it.
Oh shit! Oh,
So,
this is good shit.
There's a rumor that this is.
We're running out of Ben's voices.
There's a rumor that this is from Jessica's podiatrist,
Jessica.
and it's all olfactory.
Oh, fuck.
Jessica's gynecologist.
Podiatrist. That's a foot doctor, Andy.
Oh. Yeah, okay, so when?
God damn it! I keep going back to Rory.
When can I show up and do it?
Hey,
When can I show up? Sosu, come on. I need it.
You know that really shitty bar, the Mainframe?
Yeah, I'm right next door.
Conveniently.
Oh my god, I'm right next door.
Fuck yeah! Come on in.
All right.
Tell that
Wait.
weird guy working that we're upstairs.
Hey, you have to cover the cover. All right? I don't have the cover. I can't get in there if there's a cover.
That place doesn't have a fucking cover.
And you can already hear like downstairs, like you can hear him talking as he's already walking up the stairs.
There's like some fucking fee associated to this, Sosu. I'm not falling for that again, all right? This is better be some good shit.
And he opens the door up and he hangs up the phone. Hi, hey, I'm Andy. He shakes her hand, Tina.
Hey, Tina Bone Meal. Nice to meet you.
John doesn't like shake his hand because he's already like, he doesn't even know this dead man walking.
She's like licking her gums a little bit. This guy coming up here just kind of yearning for it. He's got that angst, and she's kind of feeling that buzz too. Like she wants to try a little bit. She feels like she's in good company all of a sudden.
Wow.
He takes a second and he goes, Do I know you?
My name's Tina Bone Meal.
I feel like I see you down at the Chip Row.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been down there. Yeah.
John's disgusted. John's
He
like,
hasn't
"God."
showered in days. Like this dude smells like he's got like chip track marks. I don't even know what that means, but just like all over like his neck and his arms and shit. And he's just
burned
like
out
shaking.
veins that like charred subcutaneous.
Bloodshot eyes.
I think John should be like, God, and disgusted, then like take a bump of like Nova Coke, like he's no better than them.
Yeah. Filthy addicts.
But his drugs are more expensive.
And he turns to Sosu and he's like, all right, let's have it. Oh, I need this. Oh my God. Sosu, you came at it at the time when I needed this. This is a hard week for
Okay,
me.
I get it, Andy. Shut the fuck up and sit down.
You gotta believe me. This was a hard
yeah,
work.
I don't care. I do not care. Just sit down. Do you think you can slot it yourself?
Yeah. And he
Tina puts a hand on John's shoulder and Leah Bear's shoulder, just like she's
What?
feeling tense.
Whoa.
She's just like, fuck it, like the tension. It's just
She's
like,
nervous
like-
for him.
So he takes a seat on like a bundle of cables that haven't been unbundled yet. It's not even like a seat. It's just like he just like sits in this like really weird awkward spot. he opens up like a little like latch door. It's like you never even seen anything like it. It's so like basic.
Yeah.
How you open like a battery up on the back of like a Game Boy. It's like a little patch. He opens it up and he like licks his fingers and touches the like trodes in there to like get them nice and wet. Like cleans some gunk out. And then he takes his chip.
Wait. Is there? Can I just ask a question because I don't know enough about Shadowrun? Is there a way that Sosu can see what this guy is seeing? Or are we just gonna sit back and watch this guy fucking fry? Like are we gonna see?
I was just about to tell you that
Tridio screen.
As he licks his tips of his fingers and gets his trodes ready, he's like, "You guys want a piggyback? I'm all right with a piggyback if you want a piggyback."
What's a piggyback?
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, I can't remember the name of the jack. What's the name of the jack?
The pass-through jack or something like that. I mean, I know what you're talking about.
I've got a couple of them. It lets you go into the Matrix with them.
Fuck yeah.
Oh shit!
This is where shit's gonna get interesting.
Yeah, dude. Yes.
Hitcher jacks. They're called hitcher jacks.
Hitcher jack. Okay.
Hitcher jacks.
So you also have like trode nets. You can open up a drawer and there's like these trode nets that you can pull out. They're all folded up and brand new. And you can open these things up and put them on. They're like hair nets, basically, but the trodes on them you can put on your head. No feedback can actually hurt you, but you can sense.
So it's like air. It's like an air-gapped computer. Like whatever fucks him can't fuck Sosu, right?
Right.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Unless you want to jack in, you have the jack, so you can jack.
The hitcher jack, you can't get.
They can't control anything.
They can't control anything, and they can't get hurt. They can just be there.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. I don't want to kill Sosu on the first episode.
I'm gonna just say that you have like a little adapter that you can plug the chip into, and then jack that chip into his head, and the adapter's got cables coming off, and you guys can put these trode nets on and ride.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
I feel like this is something Sosu would do a lot with all of these random beetles that he finds.
He's got to test them, right?
He's buying beetles off the black market.
That's why he called this guy.
He's got these fucking crackhead guys that just...
He's got a list of these guys that'll come over and just happily do this.
I love it.
Dude, Sosu's fucking dark as shit.
They've got late fees. They can't rent anymore.
Oh, shit. So he's just passing on the indentured servitude down the line.
Asshole.
Well, I am providing a service.
Yeah, sure.
Such an asshole.
Dude.
John likes this guy already, though.
This is John.
He like sees a
John's
kindred spirit.
Read between
Plus,
the
John's
lines.
flattered. Plus, John's easily flattered.
Right. He's like, oh, finally, a Shadowrunner knows what he's doing.
Sosu, plugs up the neural net things and he hands them out to everybody so we can all see what's going on here.
We all get neural nets?
Yep.
Tina puts a big fucking troll neural net on her head. It kind of fits around her horns and shit. And she's fucking ready. She's
got
fucking ready.
Poke holes in it for your horns to fit through. You're not really sure if it's gonna
Holes on the neural net a little bit to make space for her horns to slot through there. Yeah.
I feel like
She's
it looks
ready.
like a yarmulke on Tina's head. Like
So
it's
there's
just
no
so
like
small.
big, I just want to clarify. There's no big TV screen we're watching. It's like we have neural nets. We just see it in our head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ready to go?
It's like the AV out to a CRT.
Yeah.
Like this guy has like the shit set up, like coax
Yep.
Just
cable.
projects onto the back of our own fucking retinas, and we can just fucking see it in our own eyes.
Just gonna be like some staticky bits to it.
Yeah.
You guys have these trode nets on. And Andy goes, down the hatch! And he sticks it in his head. The moment he does that, boom. Your vision and everything goes out, and you feel incredibly, anxious. You just feel anxiety sweep through you. Ooh. And you find yourselves in this pristine office building. John, Tina, you barely recognize this office building as the Kick Chip office. It looks very different. It's before it got shot up, and it looks very different from what you were witnessing.
Yeah.
Got it.
And you feel yourself so angry, and as you feel yourselves barreling down this hallway and past these workstations toward this meeting room, and you shove open these doors.
Yeah.
And there's a meeting going on. They all kind of stop and look at you, and you turn around and go, "What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?" And he turns around and there's this man that was following you in.
Yeah.
He's tall. He's got long blonde hair and very well manicured.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything. It's nothing to get worked up about. And he smiles to the employees around him. You feel yourself point at him and he goes, "You set me up with a corp rep? You brought a corp in here?" And he says, "Calm down. I got word that these guys were looking into diversifying us all. Maybe even looking into expanding into the biomedical field. I figured we should hear them out." You scream at him and everyone in the room kind of filters out. "I told you, Alec. We're never selling. Not ever." And Alec starts getting here. He's like, Look, you're a genius, but you're also a fucking idiot, you know that? You know how many threats I'm getting over here? The Yakuza are not gonna let us release something that's gonna destroy their beetle business. They've all but promised we'll be dead before we ever release it.
Fuck.
I thought you understood what we were doing here, Alec. What was at stake? We are this close to changing the world and you want to fucking sell out. We can't change anything if we're dead. They're gonna kill us. Look, I invested in your company and you feel yourself start to get really fucking angry now.
Yeah.
You say, exactly. You invested in my company. Your role was to give me money. Thank you for that. Now I intend to do with it what we both agreed I would do. Then I'm pulling out. I want my money back. And you feel this wave of like bitterness but giddiness fill you.
Yeah.
As you start to laugh. Well, that's not how this works, I'm afraid. But don't worry. Once this goes live, I'll buy back your shares, asshole. The guy stares at you for a bit, and he grits and starts to turn and walk away. And you yell at him, and you go, "Hey, Caldwell!"
Caldwell.
And he turns around and looks. If you bring another corporal in here, I'll kick your ass over your head so high you'll have to unzip those fancy trousers to see out. And all the office workers around are kind of like hushed and shit. And you barrel out and walk down the hallway toward where you guys actually found these Yakuza with the chip.
Yeah.
Into an office room. Doors open up. Once the door closes, you feel yourself start to calm down. You feel very familiar in your office.
Yeah.
You see a reflection of a dwarf with red hair parted on the left side.
Yeah.
Short stubble, but looks like you have really tired eyes and bags under your eyes. It looks like you've been up a few nights.
Yeah.
And you turn and walk over to your office chair and open up the armrest on the right side, and the feed cuts out.
Fuck.
Interesting.
Well, that sucked.
Yeah. And he wakes up and goes, "What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? That wasn't a fucking gynecology visit at all."
Sosu reaches through his pack. He hands Andy a different beetle and says, "This is for your time, buddy. Just take it and get going, okay?"
All right, well, I guess one more, okay. And he puts it in and he just fucking slumps out. He's out. He's in the room with
I think
you.
it's funny if John forgot to take his headset off. Oh, gosh. Jesus Christ.
You're feeling, yeah, you guys, John forgot to take his thrown off. You feel yourself, a guy punching yourself in the balls as hard as you fucking can. Before you can rip this net off.
For Tina's throat net is still on, but she can't feel a fucking thing. She's like,
This is the worst fucking chip I've ever had.
and she like slowly takes her throat net off of her horns and shit, and throws it on the ground. She looks over at Leah Bear and she's just and she's putting it together. Like she gets that was probably Thorbur, but she's just like,
Leah's got tears running down her face. She's just staring into space with tears in her eyes.
Leia, look at me. Look at me. That name, Caldwell. What's it mean to you?
I've never heard of it in my life. I don't know. Sosu, you think you can work your magic, figure out who this guy is?
Yeah, I could. So, quick question here, DM.
Yeah.
You know, we're in this room with this connection. Mm-hmm. Is this something where I can go searching through databases? Do I need to? I'm trying to figure out how to play the Decker here.
So the way I'm doing it, I'm just going to say this for the benefit of our fans who have been wondering how we're going to run Matrix. Anytime you're not on like inside a building decking, like where the shit's hitting the fan and you're trying to get into something to unlock something or get data or whatever, we're not going to go through the decking bullshit. It's just going to be one roll. That way it's just fast. You get the information or you don't, or you can try a couple times or whatever. We're going to have you roll. I'm going to make it an easy number because obviously this is something that you're good at. This is what you do. And you're not doing anything really illegal. You're just researching a guy, right? So it's not like there's not many things holding you back.
yeah.
So
you're using like 2005 Google.
yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah. So is this going to be like just a straight computer? Is it going to be like my just straight computer?
So straight computer, roll your computer dice versus target number 3.
Okay.
We'll make it nice and easy.
How many computer dice you got?
6.
Okay.
And what's the target number?
I'll make it 2 because you know the name. Like you know his name is Alec Caldwell.
5 successes.
Your research, it comes up with like, there's like 60 Alec Caldwells in the Seattle Metroplex area. And you start cross-referencing it with Leah Bradshaw.
Yeah.
You find one that went to Georgetown, which is the university that Thorbur went to. You're pretty sure that this is the guy.
Yeah.
And you find an address, and it's actually in Inverness, pretty close to where John's apartment is. Like a few minutes east of John's apartment in Inverness. Nice area.
He types out on his deck on the little screen. He types the address out for everybody to see.
Yeah.
This is where the guy lives. He went to college with your brother.
Not far from my apartment.
Can you check the scream sheets? Was he amongst the casualties at the shoot up?
Yeah, I can check that.
I mean, you just researched this guy. he didn't come up in any other thing. So
Yeah, he didn't come up as dead. Yeah.
He's not in any sort of police reports. He's not like, he doesn't have like an obituary, anything like that. So maybe he wasn't there that day at the very least, or he wasn't part of the victims. Interesting.
Very interesting.
Okay.
So Leah looks around. She goes, "Okay, so that's a lead. Okay." She looks at you and Tina, John. She goes, "Nice find. This is good. Okay. Thank you, Sosu." She's like, "I'm gonna need you guys. I hate to again, 60,000 a piece. I think we've agreed on that. I can afford to up it to 70,000. And Sosu, I've got you on retainer. You're obviously making your daily rate as well." She kind of says it really quickly because she doesn't want John to do it.
John's like, what the fuck? Under his breath.
This dude's making so much.
Yeah, let's go. John's getting a little hot under the collar. He's like, God, he likes this guy, but he also hates him.
She reaches over and touches Tina on the arm.
Ooh, really?
And through your dermal plating, you still can feel the heat, the spark. She goes, "Can you check that out for me?"
Yeah, I can. You didn't need to ask. Of course I will.
She getting paid to check this out? What's going on here?
Thank you.
I think it's funny if John's like saying all this, like, but he's so far like on the other end of the room, like he's just like saying all this stuff he's been thinking out loud.
John's outer monologue. He only has an outer monologue.
Outer monologue.
Sosu, she's like, "I'd like you to go with them. I know you don't like being around people, and but I think they could use your help."
Sosu,
with them?
just wait till you see our sweet fucking ride. You're gonna love it. Hey, what's your drink of choice?
I'm pretty partial to the margarita from Casa Bonita.
Hey, I can do that. I've been there.
Yeah, I don't know about this, Leah.
Leah, don't worry. We're gonna take really good care of him. All right, John, right?
What? I'm across the room. I can barely hear you.
And you can barely hear me asking all these questions out loud.
Yeah.
So, what's your sweet ride? That van that you pulled up in?
That's right. We got a wet bar in the back, and
she comes in real close to Sosu, a little bit closer than Sosu probably prefers. And she whispers with her troll fucking breath in his elvish ear. She says,
"I've got my own collection of assorted charcuterie."
And he has no idea what she means, but what she means is her personal collection of beetles.
I think it's funny if John had moved closer so he could hear. He's right next to her. He's like, what'd you say, Bowmill? What do you got?
I didn't say anything. I just said we're going to have a really good time rolling over there. And we really appreciate what Sosu's been doing for us.
Yeah, no, we appreciate. Yeah, let's get in the van.
So John's going too?
Oh, it's my van, right?
Oh.
I mean, is it?
Is it my van?
It's your van, John. It's your van.
Okay, I just thought maybe you two were going to like use the van without asking. Is it my van?
Who's driving?
Me, of course.
I call shotgun.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
Hi, Clash of Chris is an actual play 5th edition D&D podcast that release new episodes every Sunday.
In a world much like your own, actually, it is your own. 3 guys on a cruise get pulled into a whirlpool and find themselves lost into the world of D&D, surrounded by chaos and magic. How will they survive? How will they find their loved ones? How will they get home? Find out on the next episode of...
Hey, Solly, what are you doing over there on the mic? Hey, get off that thing.
You over there talking on their microphone?
Come on, Sauls, you know how they get about messing with stuff.
What the hell was he doing?
Get off of there, you scaly rat.
All right, so you guys hop downstairs, you get into the van. I just imagine this massive seat pushed way back where Tina's used to sitting, and like Sosu's like so tiny in it.
If you remember, Tina referenced that she put some hooks on the back of the van for John's Yam hammer. She takes Sosu's what is it called again? What's his motorcycle?
It's a White Eagle.
She takes Sosu's White Eagle, lifts that up with one fucking troll arm, puts it on the hooks on the back of the van.
I'm still making payments on that. Be careful.
I'll be careful. Sorry.
She hooks it on there. She comes up and slides inside the gold wing door, takes it plop down there, and just says,
"All right, where are we going?"
As you roll up to this apartment building, north of downtown area, right along the northwestern edge of Lake Washington.
Okay.
I should get jealous like instantly, like fucking like Patrick Bateman, like looking at like, oh, they looks like he gets his lawn taken care of by like, you know, he knows like all these weird things, like
keeping up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
Tina, you're used to this area now too because you visited John's apartment a ton. And John, there's also that pang that you haven't been back to your apartment in a long time. Like
they have two Starbuckses. They have two Starbuckses.
You come up to this building, and John, you recognize this building as the one that is just the one that blocks your perfect lake view.
Oh shit!
It's like closer to the lake than you. It's a little taller, a little nicer, and it blocks. It's right. It's just a blemish on your beautiful view of the lake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I bet this guy's an asshole.
Rich assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys park on the other side of it. You can see the whole front of this lobby is glass, so you can kind of see into it. There's like rich golden marble goes all the way back, and you can see it's all like underlit and top. There's lights all on the floor, and there's lights all on the ceiling. That goes almost like a landing strip or something. It's just like it guides you all the way back to the security desk, and you can see it through the lobby.
Yeah. There's
There's like a couple of Rent-A-Cop security personnel in there sitting around. There's a doorman, John. You notice the doorman. You don't have a doorman.
We have like a robot doorman.
His address is the penthouse suite of this building.
We're casing this. This is a run. I mean, we can't just walk into this fucking
I think
guys.
maybe we should pull around the back alley and talk it out a little bit.
Well, he's the penthouse. How close is John's apartment? Can we use that grappling thing and like go across like Batman?
Shit.
Like the beginning of like Dark Knight? Like
Yes.
like fucking
Yeah, no, let's go back.
Let's go back. Let's go back.
I'm not really the climbing on ropes kind of guy.
You don't have to. You don't have to. We've got one of those.
Well, wait a second. He doesn't necessarily have to come with us.
No, he doesn't. He can just fucking matrix in.
Or I guess we might need him to jack into something at some point. We might need him physical.
If you can get me into like a supply closet where like a robo vac is, or just anywhere I can plug my deck into.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get him across. We're gonna have
Let's
to get him
get
across.
John's apartment nice and cozy for Sosu here, and let's get a plan going.
All right, let's get a fucking plan.
So where are you guys going?
We're going up to my apartment.
We're going back to John's apartment to scope it out.
I think we should get on the roof of my apartment actually.
Oh, sweet.
So that we can see across the penthouse.
I'm not much of a heights guy. Just throw that out there. Like I'm a bush elf, not a tree elf.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I'm like, here, take a bump of this. Give him like some Nova Coke.
I'm not. I'm also not an analog drug kind of guy.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Sosu. Take some coke.
I love that. I was expecting John to snap first, but it was Tina. It was Tina this time.
I want Tina to roll some amiable intimidation.
What is your thing? A verbal
interrogation.
That's perfect.
Does
Use
that
it.
work for this?
I mean, you're acting pretty pissed.
Use it.
Yeah, okay.
So-
okay.
Roll for peer pressure.
Yeah. What's your
I'll use my interrogation verbal focus of 3.
Okay.
And try to convince Sosu to take some fucking coke here.
What's your willpower, Sosu?
4.
Not bad.
Ooh, he's outgot
Above average willpower.
Verbal focus interrogation of 3. 553.
His willpower was 4, so you beat it. You got 2 successes.
2 successes.
John, how are you holding the Nova Coke?
Let's just say he's got like a little like case that he like opens up like a mirror or something, and he's got like a bump. So it's like on a plate, like a little plate.
Sosu leans into your hand and just like.
How does a Nova Coke affect a Deckard? Is it like improve their shit? Because it improves other people, like combat people.
It bypasses basically any advantage or disadvantage that a Decker would have from that kind of shit.
Okay.
Total separate system.
So it's not going to negatively affect you. It's not
Nope.
going to positively affect you in that way.
Nope. It does make him more charismatic.
We have to like maybe attach him to something if we create a zip line. Give him a little courage.
we want to get eyes on the building so we can stake it out from your apartment, right? So
I think we should go actually to the roof of my apartment building.
Oh, that'd be sick.
And get some binocs. Check it out. See if we can fucking shoot a little grappling hook over. See if we can get over there.
Let's try it. Let's get up there.
I'm making an assumption that there's a grappling hook that's been sitting in an inventory for a very long time.
Since episode 1. Episode 1.
I was just about to say, Tina, you're like, oh, I know we have that somewhere. You're like digging in this like toolbox in the back of this fucking van, and you find like a sick grappling hook that you guys have just
We've never used it. We've never used it.
She lifts up the rear sofa seat and to like the storage underneath the seat, and it's tucked down there by the car jack. that hasn't been used yet.
You have a grappling hook and you have 2 repelling gears.
Tina's gonna carry like Master Blaster Sosu on the back.
Like a baby carrier? Like a baby carrier on the chest?
Yeah.
So you guys roll up to John's apartment and you're going into this elevator.
I think it's funny if this building's a little bit taller.
It's a little taller.
Like we have to shoot up.
Yeah, okay. It's a little taller, but you can go a little higher than where you're at. And you guys get up to the roof.
Okay.
You get up through like a maintenance hatch and get up onto the roof. And you're lucky. It's a pretty clear night. It's not super rainy. It's not super cloudy or anything. You got a pretty good view of the lights, like the helicopter pad up on top of the other building, like blinking. You can see where that roof is.
Helicopter pad.
A helicopter pad.
John's
It's very
like,
nice.
John should be like always just jealous. Like they got a helicopter pad.
Does Sosu have a way to like just jack in remotely, or does he have to have like an actual jack in the building of the roof of this building to hack into the network of this other building, perhaps? Like
He's got to get in.
He's got to get over there.
Get in. That's how I run it. It's so lame to have a Decker that like sits back in a van and he's never with you guys. So the way I'm running it in my game is that like
no Wi-Fi here.
Any system worth getting into, they're smart enough to make it offline to the outside world. Like you got to be here to get in. They're not going to let any hackers just hack into this shit. They offline it from the rest of the Matrix. Anything important.
Yeah.
If you want to get in and like affect cameras, affect doors, you got to go there and do it.
into that building.
Into that building. Yeah.
Okay. I like that. All right, so we're on the roof of John's building, right? Caldwell. Like, what room in the Alec Caldwell's building does Alec Caldwell live in? Like, can we zero in on the actual...
He got the address. It's the penthouse suite. So it's the top.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know it's a penthouse suite. Tina's got some gear. She's got her binocular eyepiece. She's got...
I've got an idea, guys. I got an idea.
Yeah, by all means.
I'm going to connect to John's building,
Okay.
take over the cameras, and try to zoom in to the penthouse from John's building's cameras.
Okay, and I've got a laser mic that we used in the last episode, too. Maybe if I can get a laser on the penthouse window...
No, I like Sosu's idea.
No, both!
Yeah, his idea.
Both!
Yes, him. No, him. I like his...
We get
That's a
video
good idea.
from Sosu.
We get video from Sosu.
No,
We
good
We get
idea.
audio from me.
Yeah, maybe, but let's just see what he's got.
Sosu pops off a panel on that HVAC system.
Okay.
And he jacks in to the connection on it.
Okay.
John should be like my dad, like in the 90s when I was like doing something cool on my computer. Like John knows a little bit about computers and he's like kind of just fascinated. Like this whiz kid, like what's he going to do? Like,
You're like a neighbor that walks over when another neighbor has like the hood up on the car and like, what are you working on? Like you just gotta like peek it over his shoulder, see what he's working on.
yeah, like, oh, I see what you got there. Oh, okay.
Bad carburetor.
The deck is like a keytar in front of him.
Sweet.
And his hands are just like moving across it as he's jacking into the Matrix here. You can't see what he's doing.
Yeah.
You just see him moving around and all that. The first thing Sosu is going to do getting on the network is to try to find out as much information as he possibly can about John.
What?
Really? I love this. Really?
Okay. So
Fuck.
Like from the building.
Yeah, like if there's any cameras in John's apartment.
Shit.
He could get John's internet history.
oh shit.
He just wants to see how much of that he can find.
I knew Justin was going to be a wild card. I knew
God
it.
damn it.
I
He's
knew
gonna
it.
fuck up John's whole life.
You're
You're going to find out about John's cult in a second here.
True.
All right. As you jack in, you had the familiar feeling of vertigo as you fall into cyberspace, but you're falling upward, and all of these fucking icons start piling around you and building up. This fucking lattice of neon grid extends before you, and you see this icon that looks kind of like a beautiful, like, Caribbean island.
Yeah.
I think it's funny if it doesn't match the icon. It's called the Flannel Hound. That's the name of John's building. I don't know why that's just funny to me. It's just a building that's trying to be up its own ass.
Yes.
You zoom all the way into this in-out node is where you're at. Okay. You can see the CPU node right before you. It's sort of like this big electrically guarded cube of information.
Yeah.
And you know that if you can get in there, you can basically access anything and you can get into the data store node. You can do whatever you do. I'm going to reduce the rolls because we're not on the run right now to just one, but I wanted to build that flavor a little bit. So,
Since we're in the Matrix, I do want to just put out what Sosu looks like in the Matrix.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, tell us what your persona looks like.
Sosu is a centaur in the Matrix. His top half is Mitch Buchanan. It's like 1990 David Hasselhoff, Baywatch, Mitch Buchanan.
Just like hairy chest, just like fucking
Hairy
top,
chest,
like no
like-
shirt, no shirt.
No muscle definition, just, David Hasselhoff, 1990. And his bottom half is that of a piebald Shetland pony. It was an inside joke. He thought it was hilarious at the time. He kind of regrets it, but it's much more practical than a full-size centaur. He does have elf ears, though. He does have elf ears.
Oh, okay.
I
Yes.
imagine like the tiny circle of chest hair. You know what I mean? Like
The
it
Austin Powers.
I love that you did like the early '90s like internet handle name that like you did when you were 13 and thought was funny, and then it's like fucking lame when you get older. It's like Moonwalker 69. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, roll me your computer skill, and you can add your hacking dice to this.
Okay, I'm going to roll my computer. So the hacking dice, that's just a pool I can pull into until the next...
You can add as many as you want.
I'm just going to go ahead and add 4.
I want you to list out what's in priority. List me 5 things you want to find.
Okay, I want to find out if there's any cameras in John's apartment.
Okay.
Okay.
I want his internet history.
Yes.
I want any hallway cameras.
Yeah. Nothing about the mission.
John should be able to show and be like, what do you got there, kid? What are you working on?
I was just going to say, John being so innocent.
I want any records of anyone who's signed in or signed out of John's apartment.
Okay.
And I guess any playlists that he listens to.
Wow. That's very
It's just
intimate.
John playing his own saxophone.
That is awesome. Okay, so this is a green node, so you need 2 successes to succeed. And the target number is going to be 4. That's the security of this. So roll your computer skill plus your all your hacking pool if you want.
Yeah.
Versus target number 4.
I've got 5 successes.
5 successes. So subtract 2. You get the first 3 on that list. You got his internet history. You got the cameras in his room. You know where they're at. And you got, I can't remember what the third one was. It was like, whoever has entered and exited his place?
I think maybe cameras in hallway.
Yeah.
Cameras in
I
hallway.
can't remember.
You actually got a glimpse, and it's kind of, you're kind of shocked because when you're looking at the cameras, you just see dozens of people. Like 60 or 70 people in this apartment.
Holy shit.
They're all like laying around on the floor, and there's like hippie. You're not really sure what the hell you're taking in, but that's John's apartment.
It's like 60
and there's
people.
a ton of people in there just hanging out.
Fuck.
You got that information.
As much of that information that I can fit into my memory, I'm going to stuff in there.
You're able to download all that. It's all, you're able to compress it.
This is
and
2053.
download it.
All right, so I do that, and then I try to take over the cameras of the building.
Damn.
Yeah, John, you notice him like slipped his chip in his back pocket. You're not sure what that was, but it's just like, okay. We'll do your computer skill versus target number 4.
Okay.
You can use your hacking pool dice again. Yeah.
I've got 4 successes.
You are able to hack those cameras, and you get control of 2 of them. You got 2 net successes on top of that. You get 2 cameras that are pointing on the eastern wall of this building on 2 different floors. And one's actually got a pretty long lens on it. You can zoom pretty far.
Okay.
Like a 70s action movie. You can like zoom all the way from one rooftop like all the way to like another and see up there.
I'm going to zoom right into the penthouse.
The penthouse. Nice.
I'm imagining like you got this on like a display for like them to see too, like flipped up on your deck
Yeah,
or something.
so my first part, I did not let them see. This part, I'm popping the display out of my deck. Man, that took longer than I thought it would. Just very
Really?
good security here, John. I am very impressed with your building.
Wow. Okay. Cool, kid.
I thought that was pretty quick. That's really good work, Sosu. What you got? What are we looking at? What are we looking at, Sosu?
He zooms in onto this apartment on the penthouse, and you can see, I mean, you're lower than it, so you can't see very far into it. But you do see one, like, what looks like a very 80s styled bodyguard. He's in like kind of like a light gray kind of shark skin suit.
Yeah.
And he's got like big, thick, clunky black shades, and it's nighttime, which is funny. And he's got like a high and tight crop top, and he's got a little wire from his ear.
Yeah.
He's not walking like on alert. He's just kind of just walking around like the outside balcony of this penthouse apartment.
Oh, shit, guys. We can't make it over there. There's somebody in the penthouse.
Nonsense. We can make it over there. What are you talking about?
Tina kind of lumbers over to the railing of the top of John's building. As John and Sosu are looking at this camera feed, she pulls out her laser mic, and she goes ahead and sets it up. And she tries her best to aim that thing at the window of the penthouse, too.
Okay.
See if they can audio feed as well.
What's your rating?
I got a level 6 laser mic.
Roll me your rating.
Got 6 dice. I got a 2, 3 4s, and a 6.
You are able to get a bead on that glass. You're very familiar with this laser mic, and you can feel it fight through something. Like maybe something was trying to like block it. And it succeeds. It gets through and it hits the glass. You hear what sounds like 2053 classical music. So synth classical music playing throughout this apartment.
Tina comes back over to Sosu and John, and she pulls out a little cord and she hands it to Sosu to jack in. She's like,
I got something here.
Sosu puts it into his deck and it starts playing out of the speakers.
Okay.
Perfect.
And you hear the synth classical music go on, and you can hear a man kind of humming along to it, and you hear sort of dishes kind of being moved around in the background.
Perfect. Is there any security like on the rooftop?
On the balcony of the apartment, but not on the roof.
Is that our person that we're looking for, Caldwell?
That guy did not look like the person you saw in the Simpsons chip. The Simpsons chip guy had long blonde hair. Yeah. This guy had like a high and tight kind of dark crew cut. He looks like a bodyguard, John. You see it, you're like, that's...
We're not confused as to whose apartment necessarily this is. It's still the right apartment. Right. I'm thinking we should rappel over and like go to the rooftop still. There's got to be a way into the building.
Sosu's got to get to that building to jack into it if we're going to get any data from that building. We can't do it from our place, like Ben said.
That's right.
John's fucking quickness is through the roof. He's a fucking ninja, right?
Yeah.
Maybe John zip lines to the roof.
Right.
But Tina puts on a costume and brings Sosu with her.
We're back to costume.
And we try to get Sosu into the building, jacked in somewhere. And Tina's working from the bottom up, and John's working from the top down.
I love the idea of Tina walking through the lobby, but I do feel like Sosu needs to, like, Mission Impossible 1, like, Emilio Estevez, like, get on the rooftop with me.
If you can convince him. Yeah.
I kind of love it. I mean, whatever you guys want to do. I love both ideas, honestly. I think they're both going to be fucking hilarious.
I feel like both ways, Sosu's going to end up like a toddler strapped to somebody.
Right.
Well, okay. I mean,
if there's like a spot where there's like a Roomba, we could connect to
Choomba.
That, or like a
Choomba.
A Choomba. Sorry, a Choomba.
Get it right.
Sorry.
Just fucking
all
get
right,
it right.
fine.
Yeah,
you know what? John's like itching to get over there. He's like, get the grappling gun. You got to give me that grappling gun.
Before we go, do we discern anything by doing what we just did in terms of the audio video connections? Do we get confirmation of his voice in that room? Do we not? Like,
do you have any gear that can cross-reference audio or anything? Do you have any of that shit?
So Tina has a voice modulator with tonal shift. If she quickly plays back the video we had of this guy before, then she could mimic that voice.
Sosu takes the beetle out and hands it towards you.
Tina's going to go ahead and just slot it right into her head. She
can mimic the tone, but she's still going to have to do the accent and everything live.
It's still going to be a social role. Yeah, it's still going to be like trying to convince them.
She's still doing an accent.
I have a method acting / accent level 2.
Okay, roll that, and we're going to make it a challenge.
Okay.
We're going to make it a target number 4.
Okay, 2 dice. 5 and a 2.
You're able to discern, like, it's a little tricky because this guy's not talking the same. He's singing.
Yeah.
But then you hear him, like, drop something. You hear, like, a pot drop, and he's like, God damn it.
And Tina says, God damn it. God damn. She tries it a few times. God damn it.
God damn it.
God damn it.
God
damn it. God damn it.
Guys, that's him. I'm about 92% sure that's him.
That was horrifying.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Technology these days.
And you can like tell that it's like triggers, like that's the anger in his voice. It's perfect.
So we confirmed that's not just his apartment. He's in that fucking apartment.
He's in that apartment right now.
He's in the penthouse right now. Okay, that's what we need to know.
Yes.
What do you want to do, John?
I want to use that grappling gun.
What's the range from building top to building top, Ben?
Let me figure that out, actually. Let me get my book. I'm going to say it's like 5 blocks. It's like 5 city blocks.
That's a lot.
Holy crap.
5 city blocks.
We're going to have to look at the metrics on the grappling gun, too, see if it even reaches
fucking better.
That's a long ways. There's no way it's going to go 5 city blocks.
If it does, there's no way Sosu's getting on it.
I've got a fucking Batman up there.
I need to send Sosu across this thing.
Grapple gun, 42.
The farther you shoot this thing, the rolls get harder.
Oh, boy.
This will fire 300 meters.
That's 1,000 feet.
So that's
fucking far, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, hey, it's built for ninjas. It's built for ninjas.
Dude, that's like 1/5 of a mile.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Like, that thing's going to go boom, man.
All right, so but the answer is I'm going across.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I think it can make it for sure.
But I obviously have to roll like something crazy for this, right?
That's 3 football fields, dude.
Let's figure out what is 5 city blocks. That's got to be like.
I can look it up real quick, but
Yeah.
it depends on the city.
About to get into the map
How
of
far?
Seattle's city block
Yeah.
sizes.
Oh yeah, it has to be a Seattle
400
city block.
times, that's 800 plus 1200. It's right there. It's right there.
So you're right at the top end of your distance here, but I think
Yeah.
it's worth a shot.
I also want to just see Ben try to figure this fucking thing out. Plus, I like trying to roll for an impossible shot.
So in the meantime, Tina, you're going to be trying to go down and get a costume on, correct?
Tina's going to go back down to the van. She's going to put on some Très Chic. So Très Chic is like top end, and I feel like the building that we're looking at here is even better than John's, so I think Très Chic is probably going to be a good way to go here. So Tina is going to rock not the same dress she did on the yacht, but something similar. But this one is like shimmering sequins of silver, but you can't see the individual sequins. It's just fucking sparkling. And it's like a jumper, and you could see that upper thigh. And again, Tina's got like a bodybuilder's body. Got some Cleveland up north, and it's very form-fitting, and it's looking pretty fucking good on her. She does some quick lets her hair down, a little bit of makeup, and then she puts a big fucking fur coat on. And the reason I'm doing that is so that she can bring some weaponry and some gear with her and get it hidden inside the folds of that fur coat.
Fuck yeah.
Sosu, you're just going to go looking like Sosu?
Sosu's not doing anything right now besides going through John's internet history.
You bastard.
I love it.
He's just sitting there.
What's he finding?
John should tell us.
I just think it's funny if John is like my dad with the internet. He's actually like a square. Like he's not looking up like the typical like pornography and normal people. Like he's just looking up like the weather and like different like Wikipedia articles on like nothing really important, honestly. I think it's funny if he's really finding nothing.
Sosu, the last 12 entries you see, it says, how do you print boobs? How do you print boobs? How do you print Brooks? And then finally it says, how do you print books? And then you see like a weird like typo, like rambling self-written thing that John wrote. You're not sure exactly what it is. Just like a bunch of pages of like rules and self-help rules and things. You're just not sure what any of that is. It's called the Book of John.
And then there should also be like something juicy, like his bank, like all of his bank information.
And then just like one entry of like how to get out of a cult.
It's like asking Google like really personal questions.
He unjacks, and I'm assuming John's just like standing there trying to figure out how to use
The grappling gun, yeah.
this grappling hook. Yeah. Sosu's going to come over and just like sit down next to John and pull his knees up to his chest and just go, so, I've been thinking about religion a lot lately.
Oh, yeah? Uh-huh. Like, he's not listening. He's, like, trying to figure out the grappling gun. He's, like, really frustrated looking dad. Like, fucking thing. Like, fuck. Like, just, like, it's like his son's, like, coming up trying to ask him a question.
So,
it's got, like, IKEA instructions,
Gotta
too.
keep trying.
Sosu doesn't pick up that you're not interested in talking to him yet. And he's just like, been trying to find somebody to maybe, teach me some things about the world.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We'll stick around.
It starts to click with Sosu. He remembers this from one of Timothy's first dates. He feels the same dejection that Timothy felt at that time when he went out with this lady that was a librarian who just wanted to talk about books. So he Sosu gets it.
Detailed. Sosu's living life for the first time, like his real life for the first time.
Oh, man.
John, you figure out how to use it because the game master figured out how to use it. You turn this page over and the instructions, and you finally realize like where you're supposed to. The little reticule pops up, and you're like, oh, okay, there it is, and you're able to like aim that. It's got a little laser bead, not anything that anyone can see, but it's just something that you can see.
The red dot.
Yeah, the red dot scope, exactly. Where it's just like it's a dot that you can see, but no one else can. And you can see where you could shoot this thing. John, you line up your shot. As you're looking at it, you're like, this is going to be a tough shot. Like,
yeah, it's like, we need like the wind physics. He's got to get out like all that stuff like snipers use, like little
right.
like...
What's the humidity?
Yeah, exactly.
No precipitation.
Dialing in the wind.
Yeah, the curvature of the earth.
We got Sosu. He can look all that up.
And John, you can use all your combat dice and your firearms skill.
So I can use 10 dice.
And you've got 2 shots. You've got 2 grappling harnesses.
You got 2 grappling hooks. All right.
Oh, okay.
So you can take 2 shots. So the target number is 9. It ain't easy.
It's a lot of fucking dice.
Come on, John. Come on, you motherfucker.
I've got 1 6.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, you gotta roll that 6 and see if you can get a 3 or higher.
Fuck, I got a 2.
God
John,
damn it.
you fire this fucking thing that looks like it's on target, and then it just
flying
gets
true.
like fucking just misses and falls off, and you hear like a fucking window shatter somewhere.
Shit. Is that gonna cause like alarms? I gotta look to Sosu.
It happens all the time in Seattle. That's just another window breaking.
Sosu just under his breath goes, "Thank God."
All right, John doesn't even phase. He's immediately
Fucking
refiring.
reloads another hook into that fucking
it's a
thing.
semi-auto too. I'm just
Like
imagining
a wailing harpoon.
Hold on, I got 2 6s this time.
Yes!
Okay,
yes, come
roll
on,
them
do it,
both.
dude, do it,
Roll
do it.
them both.
Come on, you got this.
Oh shit! Hold on, I
3
lost
or
one.
higher.
What is it?
I don't.
It looks like Chris is jacking off and you keep shaking the
I lost that dice. I don't remember which one that was, but I got a 5 with the other one. Yeah, the other dice like literally rolled into the other group of dice, and I don't know which one it was. Okay, but I got a 5 with the other one. That's the good news.
The fucking hook flies. You see it holding true, and it latches right onto the fucking helicopter pad above. Like just bing, you
Fuck
see
yes.
You can see the
John's
hook
gonna be
like,
like, yes,
from the security
like
cam.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Tina's binocular eyepiece is zoomed all the way in, like tracking this thing through the air
Yeah.
for like over 1,000 feet.
You can see on the display unit that Sosu had set up too that like the hook goes like right around like this railing and like wraps twice and holds tight.
Fuck yes. Fucking Batman, that
Then
shit,
John's like,
John.
I'll pull the cable out the back and like tie it to the railing.
Nice shot,
Right
John. Nice shot.
Yeah, no
You
problem.
shot true.
John's like wipes like the droplets of like sweat from his brow, like acting like it's no problem.
John, I'm so happy we finally used this grappling hook. I knew it would come in handy.
Fucking psyched. I'm jacked.
God damn. What a perfect shot.
John has always been so stoked to repel.
Sosu, this is what we're gonna do. John, I assume you're going up top.
Sosu, you're not coming with me? You don't want to come with me?
So if I go with you, John, will you carry me?
Of course. I mean, why wouldn't I?
I'm going with John.
That settles that. This is perfect. No one will interfere with my acting skills. Now, you guys somehow...
John like gets him like on piggyback, and then he's like, "Is there something poking into my back?"
I just have a roll of Mentos in my pocket.
That might come in handy later.
Tina walks over to John. She says,
I'm going to go in from the bottom. I'm going to work my way up, floor by floor. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'll dial into your sub-vocal.
I love how Tina never knows like what she's gonna do acting, what like just wings it.
I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to figure it out.
She's an improv actor. Come on.
She's just a fucking master of disguise. That's true. She is an improv actor.
You get Sosu on that roof. You get him into the building. You get him jacked in. We'll work top down, bottom up.
No problem. I'll jack him off as soon as we get over there.
Sounds good.
Sosu squeezes onto you tighter as you say that.
I mean, jack him in.
Yeah, John, it feels like you got 2 rolls of Mentos, like side by side, and poking it out. It's weird. Didn't get longer, but got kind of wider. Like a hockey puck.
Thank you for listening to Pink Fohawk. You can check out new episodes every 2 weeks. Until then, we'd be hugely thankful if everyone listening could post about our podcast on Reddit or Twitter, or leave a review on Podchaser or Apple Podcasts, or even just share our show with a couple of friends. That'd be awesome. Thanks again for giving us your time. It's the most precious commodity any person has. Pink Fohawk theme created by Collin Ruffino. You can find links to his website in the description below, along with credits for other songs used in this episode. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.
Tina does a little spin, lets her fur coat kind of flap in the breeze like a Batman spin. She goes back into the stairwell and disappears down the stairwell and leaves John and Sosu on the roof of the building to make their first move out onto that cable.
We just like ambiguously gay duo like slide across to this thing.
A lot of grunting and effort.
Yeah, true. It is uphill.
And that's just Sosu.
It is uphill this time.
As excited as John gets for repelling, Tina gets just as excited for acting, which I love. Like, you can't talk either of them out of that plan.
No.
Everyone is so excited at the end of this game.
Everybody is. Everyone is very happy with where this is headed.